closed up?
Schedule.
We're not that far behind schedule.
Huh?
Is Jim Reeser watching?
I think so. I'm pretty sure he is.
When the hell is he coming back up here?
I don't know when Jim's going to come back up here, but I will tell you something. Yesterday, I talked to him last night, and I told him about everything that happened with Sash yesterday and how we're going to need to raise money for the equipment. And a couple of the ladies, as you know, when they were here, they absolutely fell in love with his artwork, and they took his card and stalked his Facebook page so they could look at some more stuff.
That's right.
And he said that anything they buy, that the proceeds of that can go into that fund for that equipment that we're going to need for this foot care clinic.
Wonderful.
That we're going to start.
Yeah, can you drop the news on that?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. There's a small team of us so far, including the girls that were here yesterday, of course. But I reached out to a friend of mine who is certified in foot care, and she was on board immediately.
Right.
And while they were still here, she ended up calling me, and we were able to talk a little bit with them here and know that we're going to need certain equipment. We're going to need sterilization, and that it's going to cost money and approximately how much. And so she's getting the list together, this nurse friend of mine now. She's getting the list together of what we'll need and what the costs are. And we'll be able to show that. And then we're going to start raising money for it. And as soon as we have the equipment, once a month, this friend of mine, myself, and 6 other nurses will do a free foot clinic once a month.
This is incredible
because it was taken away from them.
That was some of the greatest news that I heard yesterday, and this all resulted from what we were talking about. Are you putting
the camera over there?
Yeah, why
you
not?
Really should.
No,
you
I'll
should.
put the camera over there.
Yeah, you should really. Yeah. That way, people can see what is happening right now outside.
Yeah, it's Maisie and Elizabeth, right there, right out on the street.
Yeah. She probably wasn't expecting to be on air.
It's the best part.
Of now she's dancing in the window for us all. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Look at those moves.
Yeah.
I love it.
She is a cutie.
God, she's adorable. I love her.
She is adorable.
Oh, man. Listen, you tell you tell these ladies that we're going to do everything that we can to help out. Debbie Boyce was in here yesterday with a few of the other ladies from SASH, and they basically said, look, a lot of our residents need foot care, and they're not getting it.
And the service was taken away from them.
Right.
And so they are needing to choose between diabetic foot care, or just foot care in general, but diabetic mainly, because it can be dangerous, lead to infection and amputation. And these people are choosing to eat and have medication and going without this care.
Right.
And
this is talk about grassroots. This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It just in a matter of not even like an hour.
10, 15 minutes, yeah.
We had this worked out yesterday as a result of having them on the air. And we're going to...
And they're going to open up an account specific. This Berry Housing SASH program is going to open up an account specific so that if people want to donate, they can donate directly to that account.
Right.
So we'll post that information. It's going to take a week or two to work out all of the logistics, but we will, and we'll get it up and running.
And
ASAP.
Look at this. I mean, look at what's happened in such a short period of time. This is incredible. Listen, you and I never really plan out what we're going to talk about. We just turn the cameras on and we just go.
That we do.
Speaking of yesterday, tell our dear listeners and viewers what happened yesterday with Mr. Stilts? Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Gosh. So this guy was walking down Main Street, the opposite side of the road, on those walking stilts.
This is over by Nelson's.
Yes. Okay. And he had a megaphone, and he stood just outside of the door in their new section that I believe is their grill section now.
Yeah.
Looking up with this megaphone.
Yeah.
Screaming. Well, it sounded like he was screaming, but he was probably just talking. But, hey, asshole, come down here. And then it progressed into much deeper, vulgar, language.
Yeah, it's beautifully said.
And
hey, asshole, come down here.
And in this strip where it echoes unbelievably, anyways.
Why didn't you film this, Raylene? Shame on you.
My damn phone was dead.
Shame on you.
I know, I was so ripped. It wasn't. It had like 13% or something, so it wouldn't go live.
What a
and
shame.
Of course, I couldn't fire all of that back up quick enough.
Yeah.
Before he proceeded down Main Street, and he's unrecognizable. No, not unrecognizable. How do you want to say that? You will recognize him. No troubles if you see him with these walking stilts and his big white megaphone and huge amounts of hair, like dreadlocks, some of the dreads up in this like big, huge wool hat. And I mean,
so he walked by one day I think it was last summer, walked
yes.
by on this side, and
yes.
I saw him. And by the time my brain processed, hey, that's a dude walking on stilts, he was already down by Aaron's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe we could throw him $50 and see if he'll scream Aired Out Podcast into his megaphone. I don't know. I mean, if he's willing to.
He may, but.
I mean, that's some serious marketing power right there.
It is. Or not, because people were, I believe, frightened because they were crossing the road over to this side.
Yeah.
As he walked up Main Street.
Did the police come and talk to Mr. Stilts?
They didn't.
So he just disappeared.
Well, and maybe they did up above, or I didn't go outside and follow him up Main Street because it was windy and like 3 degrees.
Yeah.
So I really didn't give a shit where Mr. Stilts was going.
Have we not seen in just a year's time the most amazing sights outside of this class?
Oh,
right here.
I mean,
we've
without question. Without question.
Yeah.
Right here on our little stoop alone.
Yes.
Or sitting at, it amazes me how many people will sit on the windowsill just outside of your window and not know that we're in here because of the way the light hits. You truly can't. When you are coming down Main Street, you often can't see in here, even though there's nothing covering our glass.
Tell us about
that's against ordinance. But
tell us about your friend Christine this morning and what she was able to capture on her phone and on her Facebook page.
Oh, amazing pictures of the sunrise. Last night she got incredible sunset pictures, and this morning just
I couldn't believe
crazy
what I
sunrise
saw.
Pictures.
Will you share those up on the Aired Out page?
Yes, I will.
I mean, it looks fake.
It does look fake.
And Jim Reeser, when he sees these,
I already sent them to him.
He's going to start getting a twitch in his eye.
Yeah.
He's going to start getting a little crazy.
Yeah. Give him some paintings to do.
Yeah. Robert Duvall is on the birthday list today at 91. Grady Thomas, 81. Charlie Rose, 80. Diane Keaton, 76 years old today. Marilyn Manson, 53. 47 for Bradley Cooper. January Jones is 44 years old.
And Donna Thunder is 32.
Oh, my God. Is she?
She's 32 today. Do you believe it?
Damn, I do. And she looks like $1 million for
Doesn't
32.
she?
Really?
Yeah.
God. She looks 20.
Yeah. I know she's probably going to hate me for saying 32. You know, you're not supposed to say that.
Just glancing here at some of the stuff in the news, the CDC panel is going to be meeting today to discuss the new FDA policy allowing younger kids to get the COVID booster. The advisory committee on immunization practices is going to consider recommending the shots to age 12 to 15, which could make them eligible for the boosters later this week. So that's one of the big trending things going on today. Also, one of the largest lottery prizes in history is up for grabs tonight. The
Are you
Powerball.
buying a ticket?
I'm going to.
You are? Just one? How many do you buy?
I'm just going to do the one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do the one.
Yeah.
I figure, the odds are that I'm going to be an astronaut. Those odds are better than me winning.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. It's possible that I could be an astronaut. You don't know, Raylene. I could leave here tomorrow, go down to the Kennedy Space Center and be an astronaut and ditch this place and ditch you. You'd never see me again. I'd be a damn astronaut.
Myself right now.
The what?
I'm gonna behave myself right now.
No, you don't have to.
I'm gonna continue to try my
damnedest
to be nice to you today.
What are you saying? I couldn't be an astronaut?
Probably not.
Probably. Huh.
Yeah, probably.
You have
not.
a lot of faith in me. $610 million. Seventh highest jackpot in the history of the game. 610 mil. You know what I would do if I won 610?
What?
I'll tell you what I wouldn't do.
What?
I wouldn't stop doing this.
No. Why would we do that?
I'd buy the building from Justin.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you'd have all kinds of podcast studios in the whole place.
I wouldn't buy an 1853 farmhouse again. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
Airlines are still having a tough time getting planes off the ground, whether it's COVID-19 related staffing issues or winter weather. 1,700 flights within, into, or out of the United States already canceled. When, Raylene? Today. 600 flights delayed. Get on FlightWare, Flight Tracker, Flight Status for tracking maps and flight status and airport delays and all that fun shit. But, man, if you're flying, this is not the time to go. Not the time. Did you hear about this German Shepherd named Tinsley?
I did not.
That just surprises me because you know about everything. On Monday, this past Monday, there was a real bad car accident on...
Oh, yes, I heard about this
I'm
morning.
Sure you did, yeah, because you're Raylene.
Okay, I just didn't know the dog's name.
89, Interstate 89. And I guess this was a pretty bad wreck. And the police didn't know about it until they saw this German Shepherd walking down Interstate 89, which was an occupant in the car. And the dog led the police to the crashed car, which I guess was not visible. And they got in there, and thanks to Tinsley's quick actions...
The guy survived.
Both people.
Yeah. 2
people, occupants in the car. Amazing.
Pretty cool. Huh?
Just down the road.
They're smart. Dogs are smart.
I love it. The single day record.
Even though you hate mine, they've saved my life a couple of times.
Have they?
Well, Oliver has. He's woken me up when...
And the alarms are going off.
No, not even them. Before I had my alarm and my sugar would crash, he would not...
You could tell.
Allow that to happen. And he's not trained, never been trained, but he knew, and he would literally drive me crazy until I would be awake enough to help myself.
These are incredible dogs. They're so smart. You know that I'm a dog guy. You also know that I'm not
I also know that you hate mine.
Well, I've just never really been...
Hate you. They want to gnaw your leg off.
I've never been a big fan of small dogs. However, I love dogs. So your dogs are shitbags. I mean, Shih Tzus.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Shih Tzus.
Piece of shit suits.
And that's why they hate you, is because you call them names.
Do you think they understand me when I call them?
Absolutely.
Yesterday, and you were the one that told me about it. You texted me 1,727 cases, a single day record. The positivity rate, nearly 12.5% in Vermont. That shattered the previous daily high, which was set last Thursday, which was 1,479. And now we have state health officials considering the state's hospitalization rate even more of an important metric here. They are really concerned. We all should be. That ticked up yesterday to 83, 19 patients in ICU rooms. Vermont is averaging nearly 1,000 cases a day, which is an increase of 128% over the last week alone.
And we're only a few short days out of New Year's. So.
Yeah. Omicron now accounting for 83% of all cases recorded in New England. The legislature has started this year's session remotely, as you know. Mr. Pappas has written about this, or at least for the first 2 weeks, they're going to be remote. Yesterday, they met in person just long enough to vote to authorize this remote plan. And Mr. Pappas's point was well made. Meanwhile, the Department of Education is expecting our kids to go to school.
But I ask you,
what is your but?
You say that as if that disgusts you.
No, I didn't say that as it disgusts
Well, you
me.
did a little bit. You had a little bit of
what are you talking about?
In your voice about, they don't have to, but they expect our kids to go to school. So I ask you, if your kids don't go to school, where does that leave you and and Charlene?
Screwed.
Home, correct?
Screwed. No doubt.
So just like everything else in life, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So we need to figure out how to deal with all of this because it will pose significant financial troubles for the vast majority of families if they continually have to miss work.
Already has.
Because of this.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so let the legislature stay home and do what they have to do. But the majority of us need to go to work. And if the kids aren't in school, then how does that happen?
Roseanne Sayers just said, if kids can go to school and people can work, then legislature can meet in person.
Well, that should be the case, and I agree that they are no better than the rest of us. But if you can get a politician to believe that they're not, have at it. That's worth more than winning the Powerball, probably.
Come on.
Be like frickin' jackpot.
David Lee Roth canceling his remaining Las Vegas farewell shows. And he says, when benefit concerts for Colorado, Farm Aid, and hospital workers everywhere come up, then call me. You like that?
Oh, love it.
67 years old. He's a hoot, man. He's wild. Still. Always will be.
Still.
Elvis 45 kicks off this week in honor of his birthday. Special events, giveaways, concerts, Elvis exhibits, if you're a fan. What was the other thing that I saw? Oh, this was huge. And this really got your attention. And you're all worked up about it. Adele is going to be buying Sylvester Stallone's mansion. And that should be on the front page. That's huge.
And what did I say?
I don't know. What did you say?
Pretty much, who gives a shit? I couldn't have lived without that information, right? Would have been life-altering if you did not tell me that.
Well, let's see. We have a newly discovered coronavirus variant. Oh, yay. This one coming out of France. You know about this?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
100% honest, I think that I just have stopped listening to it all. It's overwhelming to me, and it's just, I feel like there are so many things that have been, it's not that I don't think it's important, and it's nothing that I don't think we should be safe, because I do. I'm vaccinated. I wear my mask when I'm in public places and do the things that I think I need to do. But I just think that we're at a point now where I just can't handle talking about it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and it's going to unfold the way it unfolds, and there's nothing we can do about it. So let's just live the best life that we can live in the meantime. And
where's the freaking meme on this, man? Can you post that up all the time? Because I think that's well said right there.
It just,
yeah,
true.
True.
We all have a destiny, right?
Yeah, right.
And so
let's talk about Betty White. You fell apart when you learned that Betty White passed just a couple of days before her 100th birthday. You were the final surviving star of the Golden Girls.
Very, very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Died in her sleep, 99 years old.
But thank goodness that's the way she died, and because she deserved to go with dignity and grace like that.
Well, that's the way to go.
She was just an amazing person, and obviously 99 years of good life. She was just,
Well, now there's a new way that fans can honor Betty on what would have been her 100th birthday. All you have to do is simply pick a local animal shelter and donate $5 on January 17th.
Which would have been her birthday.
Yeah.
So last night,
it's the Betty White Challenge.
I have to tell you, last night, this asshole that I know made me participate in the Barrie City Council meeting because he had heard some rumor that there was going to be a big announcement. So for 3 hours and 11 minutes, I tormented myself by attending this meeting as you slept, by the way. And I don't give a shit if you were having effects from the booster. They were nowhere near the effects that I had to suffer. Nowhere near. So anyway, this meeting goes
Raylene, I had
on
a damn fever.
On.
I had a fever and headache and the body aches. Why are you busting my nuts on this?
I don't even want to hear it. I was so, by 2 hours in, I was ready to kick your ass. And like, I just couldn't believe that I was putting myself through this because I heard that there was going to be some big announcement.
Yeah.
So there's probably like 15 minutes left, and I'm not going to say who, but a council member fires up his mic and to recognize Betty White, because why not? But truthfully, it was like the highlight of the night. I found it kind of funny that he was doing this, but it was like, truthfully, the highlight of the night that he did that. And then a couple of other council members chimed in about Betty White, which,
what does that have
and I was like, wait, what? What is
with
really happening right now? And then the huge announcement.
Why are we talking about Betty White at the city council
meeting? Right,
meeting?
Exactly. But, whatever. I guess they were trying to bring a little bit of joy to this torture. I don't know.
Well, I mean, talking about her on the podcast, but why at the city council meeting?
Right. So with 15 seconds to go, the huge announcement comes. Lucas Herring is not going to run for mayor again. Did you just fall out of your chair? Are you shocked? Not me.
And how many hours did you wait for that announcement?
3 hours, 7 minutes. I waited for that announcement.
You got the 7 in there.
Like literal. Did you read any of my messages this morning?
I did.
Yeah, out of all, because,
I did.
I was pretty mad at you. And I think that's some pretty significant dedication there.
Yes.
That while you slept, the star of this freaking show, and me just this,
When I was with last night, when I was with Lily, and I spoke with you, I said, Raylene, there's going to be a big announcement at City Council.
This is what you said. This is JD fashion because you are the most.
Oh,
you are the
it.
biggest freaking drama queen I've ever known.
What?
There is going to be a huge. You got to do this with your hands. Huge announcement.
You weren't with me. You don't know if I did that. You don't know if I did that with my hands. You weren't with me.
Love, I know what you did. I see it repeatedly.
Do you know what Lily said in the background when I said this?
Did she do this?
I swear to God.
Did she do this?
No. No, she didn't roll her eyes. But Lily says in the background, hey, Dad. Ba, ba, ba.
Yeah. So, folks, in case you didn't hear it, please, you can, if you want, you can torment yourself with listening to the council meeting for over 3 hours.
Yeah.
You could fast forward to the last 15 seconds, or you can just hear it here right now. The big, huge, and I mean huge announcement is that Lucas is not going to run for mayor again.
Let me ask you, yes or no?
Huge would have been Tom Lozon saying he was going to run again. Huge would have been for
me to say that I was going to run for governor.
Anything. I mean, whatever. I don't have anything against Lucas. I'm telling you that was not huge.
Let me ask you a question. Yes or no? Do you think that the city council meetings on Tuesday nights could be condensed into an hour and a half?
Oh, without question.
Okay.
Without question.
Yeah.
They love listening to themselves talk. I'm telling you what.
It does seem like there's a lot of formal rhetoric.
And maybe they're all like that. I don't know.
They are.
I've only ever attended meetings in East Montpelier because I used to take the minutes for them.
Right.
And in the years that I did that, no. Not even close.
Raylene, you've known me long enough that when I tell a story that
it takes forever.
Yeah, that I go back to the beginning in 1972 and I start there. And Sherilyn gets after me about this too. And my God, would you just
spit it out?
Get to it. Even I, who have attended some of these council meetings, even me, I'm like, are you kidding me, you guys? Can you just stop with the horse shit going around and around and just get to it? Please.
I know. What I say to you, that sometimes I'd like to just give you the little tap, so that you can spit it out. Yeah.
Should we go into city council chambers sometime with a couple of Nerf guns?
Probably not. Not this city council, anyway. No.
listen, you got.
We can shoot probably a couple of them.
You got. You got 2 minutes to talk about this.
Be receptive.
And if you go over 2 minutes, we're all opening fire on you.
And that's the thing. I thought that there was a time limit. I always have thought that, but I guess there's only a time limit for the public. I don't know. Like when you are there and they're giving you your turn, they set the clock, right?
Well,
I don't know how it all works. I just know that those are brutal.
Oh yeah. KFC, one of your favorite restaurants, is adding a meatless option to the menu starting Monday. And I know you're all worked up about this.
Mm-hmm.
Meatless.
So salads too?
Meatless chicken. Meatless chicken.
Perfect.
What I want to know from Yum Yum brands is nobody is saying what it is. Tell me what it is. If it's meatless, that's fine.
Chinese.
But what the hell is it?
Chinese.
What is it that I'm eating? Just don't tell me meatless. Tell me more than that.
I don't know.
Soy? What is it? Is it soy that tastes like chicken? We should go over and get one of those.
No.
Let's go get one and bring it over here to the show and eat it. You first. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, joining KFC on the meatless options on the menu. So you can go have
Sounds gross to me, but each to their own.
Devastating news here, and we'll finish. We'll wrap up with this, and I know this is.
No, we're not going to wrap up. We have a couple more things to say, but
This is big. This is
wrap
big.
Up with this.
No live audience, no red carpet, no media presence for the Golden Globes this Sunday in Beverly Hills.
And meanwhile, how many people are dying every day?
It's right around 1,500, I think, maybe more now. Yeah.
Those poor people at the Golden Globes.
What are the other? You go.
Well, we have something going on. We've partnered up with K&W Tire in Berlin again. And so if you need anything from K&W Tire and you call them or stop by, whichever one you want. But if you call, ask to be connected to Berlin, and when you book your appointment, if you say that you heard about this on Aired Out, you'll get 10% off.
Nice.
So that's one. And then
anything, not just tires. Anything you need.
If you book an appointment with them. I mean, you can't go up there and 10% off.
Wonderful. I'm going to put the phone number here in a second.
And then they also have a food drive going on.
Yep.
And so, which you have the graphic over there, or do you want me to pull mine up?
I don't have the graphic here.
All right. Of course you don't, because,
Whatever.
Why would you be prepared?
Whatever.
I just sent it to you.
Thank you.
A long time ago.
Okay.
But, whatever.
Busy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
223-6932. Boom. Dropping it right now in the comments.
The food drive is going to be for a local establishment. And I'm not sure that church or food pantry has been selected yet.
Yep.
It may have by now. And I will make sure that also gets posted. But and they're doing this across K&W, all of the locations that they have, Pennsylvania and Vermont. But for those of you listening here, through the month of January, donate one canned food item and receive a 5% discount on your appointment. Donate 4 canned food items and receive a free oil change card. So
nice.
That's pretty significant.
That's great.
So let's get them
I'm posting it up right now.
Let's get them some food.
Yeah. I think that's great they're doing this. 10% off. And that's like any kind of work you want done.
Yeah. And it says up to $10 off appointment total.
Wow.
So.
Fantastic.
Get the food up to K&W Tire.
Yeah.
In Berlin.
Bring a couple cans.
It's right up there on Granger Road.
Yeah. And folks are going to be seeing a lot more of this on our page here too. So.
Yes, we'll keep you updated. What they're, how much they've collected, how much they still would like to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you book your appointment, don't forget to say that you heard it on Aired Out.
Yeah. That's great.
I know that there are a lot of nurses traveling here right now from lower states that have
shitty
tires. They either have summer tires or all-season tires that just aren't appropriate for Vermont. They're just not. You need to have winter tires.
Well, they're all season, aren't they? So if there's 4 seasons,
yes.
winter time.
All seasons on a front-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were born and raised here and you lived on a farm and you've driven vehicles literally since you were 3 and could.
Sure.
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
But if you're from Alabama, and when it spits snow, you just about piss yourself.
Yeah.
Probably ought to have some winter tires.
There are things called winter tires.
Yes.
Yeah, and you need them during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
And winter blades. I think that people should know. Yeah, I think those are important.
Yeah.
To have winter blades, good actual wiper blades that will work to get the snow and sleet and whatever shit is sticking to your window off your window when you're trying to drive down the road.
Well, if you have the summers on there and you think you scraped enough, but you haven't, and then you hit one swipe and they're toast.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, K&W. And we're going to be talking about this a hell of a lot more. We have some great shows that are coming up. Michael Jolly's going to be in here for Flags for Front Lines. Sierra Nevada is going to be stopping by at some point. Why are you looking at me like that?
Sierra Alana?
Alana.
Yes.
What did I say?
I thought you said Nevada. So I was like,
maybe I did. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did.
I don't know. I was just trying to catch up with what you were saying. Yes.
She's going to be talking about Guardium ad litem here in Vermont.
Yes.
Okay. Central Vermont Prevention Coalition.
Yes.
That's going to be a big one.
Yes. And they have a lot going on, too. So we'll be talking about that a little bit over the next several weeks while they kind of build the community forums that they have going on. We have an estate attorney, Claudia Pringle. She's going to be joining us to talk about trusts and wills and estate planning and all that kind of stuff.
That's some heavy stuff.
Yes. Agency of Transportation will be coming in
that's
soon.
Right. Jeremy Reed
and Todd Law.
Yes.
So Jeremy is an engineer, so he will talk more about the infrastructure, and Todd will talk more about the maintenance, which means snow plowing and things like that. Talk about the winter roads in Vermont.
And we'll get into ARPA funds and projects and all that fun stuff. What's been accomplished, what's still waiting, what's in the pipe for this coming summer and all that stuff.
Yes.
I can't imagine having that job.
The desperate need for daycare providers, desperate need for foster families. We're going to have somebody from a couple of different divisions for that.
Jamie Bluen, right?
Yes. And then we are also going to, and all of that, it's kind of all going to tie into each other. I mean, they all are connected in one way or another. And then it's greatly connected with the Vermont Prevention Coalition because addiction and the current battle that we fight all over, but here especially, is taxing these services
big time.
Big time.
Yeah.
There just aren't enough people to cover for what the kids need here.
Especially now.
Yep.
Good stuff. We got some great stuff coming up. 2022, we are starting out strong, as I knew we would, thanks to you.
And we're going to stay that way.
You're lining them up, and we're just, wow. This is great, Raylene. Anything else that we can think of?
The only thing, I think I will end with that JD has volunteered to come to our free foot clinics and sweep up the toenails.
Okay.
And we are greatly appreciating
the
fact that he's willing to do that for us.
Here's the thing. All joking aside, I will do that.
I know.
A, I will. B, I won't if one of them gets in my eye, because you can't get them out ever. If we get a nail in the eye, it's over.
This has happened to you?
Happened.
Oh.
Oh, I couldn't get it out. It was horrible. I got the most wonderful thing for Christmas that I wanted to share with you.
Oh, shit. I forgot that you were going to tell me this. I've been waiting to hear about this. No, I've been waiting to hear.
Sherilyn gave me this for Christmas, and I wanted to share it with you and share it with everybody else, and I almost cried when I opened this up on Christmas morning. This is something that I can't wait to use. I haven't used it yet, but I will be using it very soon. I've always wanted one. The motion-activated toilet Nightlight.
Oh, my God. It's not going to work for you.
It goes in the damn toilet, Raylene. In.
And you don't have to, the seat doesn't have to be put down where it belongs?
No.
Oh, then it will work for you. But if you had to do anything with the seat, forget it. It's not going to fucking work.
Here's the best part. You pick the damn color.
Oh.
Any color
it's
you want.
actually pretty cool.
Right in the toilet. So when you are walking into the toilet
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, when you're walking in at 2:00 in the morning because the prostate is, slightly enlarged, you don't even have to fool around looking for the light switch. There it is, right there.
And so then maybe you'll actually hit the bowl.
Are you suggesting that some guys don't hit the bowl?
I'm not suggesting. I'm saying that that's what happens.
I have great aim, I'll tell you right now. And part of the reason is because I'm so short. It's just easier.
Don't lie. You sit to pee.
Thanks, Raylene.
Have a good day, dear.
Have the good day that we hope that you will. And thanks to our sponsors. They're all right here in front of you. Giroux. Did I say Giroux?
You did.
Damn it.
It's Giroux.
General Transport.
Yeah.
Bill Haynes. One of our new presenting
He's
sponsors.
going to be coming in soon to tell about his schooling.
If I say Giroux again, will you shoot me with one of those
Absolutely.
Nerf guns?
My pleasure.
Yeah, he is going to be coming in and talking about sign up for the March course, which is coming up soon. You get your license. I have a lot to learn about the whole truck driving industry, which I'm fascinated about. I want to get that guy on too, right there. So he'll be on soon. Fontaine Forestry and Millworks, Green Mountain Mulch and Fecto Homes, Salvador and Babbitt, Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce, Barrie Area Development, FGB Theaters, Gustos, CW Creative, Vermont Custom Woodworking, ASB Financial, the Barrie Montpelier Times Argus, Donnybrook Fight Promotion. We've got the tickets right here at the studios for the Battle in Barrie 6 on February 19th. If you want them, come get them. We have them here. Wood Doodles, Wright Electric, Gothiers Quality Grounds and Maintenance, Preston's Kia, Granite City MMA. By the way, Jason Trombley from Preston Ski is going to be in here real soon. Really soon.
Yes, he is.
And Barstow Construction. So,
if you're a local business and you want to sponsor a fight team, call me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And I'll tell you how to do that, what it costs and what it pays for. And yeah.
All right. God bless everybody. Make sure to tell your friends if you like the podcast, follow the page, click like and comment and share and all that fun. And we'll catch you again real soon.